Good morning, everyone. This is Jamaica 5288, and today we are going to plant ground cherries. I've had these in this container for too long. Well, not too long, but enough time. And I'm going to put some around this crepe myrtle, this one right here. And I'm going to put some in containers, and we'll see, because we got quite a few. I think I have at least 10 of them. So I don't want to put them all in containers because it's super hot out here and I don't want it to dry out. They're better off in the ground. This Texas heat has been varying from 90 to 110 plus degrees. So it's a little late to plant them, but I'm going to do it anyway because they're already here. The babies are already here. So let's get to it. All right. Ground cherries in the ground and in containers. Let's get to it. Everyone, this is Jamaica 5288. Let me get my hat down. I look like I got a cone head. Pull it down. I'm trying to cover up this wig, and it's not a wig, it's my hair. Don't look good today. I don't want y'all to see it. I got the fro going. Yes, the fro. I don't know. It's the heat, the Texas heat. I'm gonna braid it down and I'm gonna put something over it. Another type of hair, not mine. Anyway, we have our ground cherries today. See those? So I'm gonna put it over here where this crepe myrtle is, right underneath the crepe myrtle, right next to the cushaw and the cantaloupe. So let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dig a trench around the crepe myrtle. I get my camera straight. I'm gonna dig a trench around the crepe myrtle, and then we're gonna drop a couple of them. Ground cherries, from what I know or what I've seen on YouTube, that they're pretty big. So I think I could get 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 around there, and let's see what happens. So let's get to it, okay? Here we go. There are 2 in here. 2 of them. This is one. Oh Lord, they're starting to join together. Come closer, baby. Closer, closer, closer than close. Or the closer I get to you, the more you make me feel. There you go. There we go, there we go, there we go. We're getting this stuff done early in the morning. I wanted to watch some other YouTubers on TV, but I was like, you know what? I cannot. I'm just gonna have to see them on the remix. I got work to do, hard work, work. Jody this and Jody that. Jody's got your Cadillac. Jody this and Jody that. Jody is a real cool cat. Hard work, hard work, hard work. Hard work is hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work. I used to wear my faded jeans, and now I'm wearing army greens. Hard work, hard work, hard work. Hard work, it's hard work. All right, enough of those cadence, huh? That time is over. Okay, so I have one, let me show you. This thing is moving on its own. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the ground. And I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I have 9 left. Lord have mercy. And they're right on top of each other. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna extend this out that way. That way. We're gonna keep on going. I know people said not to plant anymore, but I am not gonna let myself just die, my little seedlings just die. I just learned about ground cherries, and they say that they're drought tolerant. So let's put this thing to the test. I'm gonna water this thing. That is until I go on vacation. By then they'll be established. So let's get to it. There's another Jamaican saying, nothing beats a failure but a try. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Think about that. So let's get to it. Let's keep on planting these things out. I'm gonna leave a few of them in there. I think about 4, 3 to put into planters. The thing with planters and with with container cropping is that you have to water it. And I water my stuff, but containers to me is a little bit more work. Out in the land, Mother Nature sometimes helps you out. Usually Mother Nature helps you out more than a container. Container, the plant only gets the nutrients and the water that you provide most of the time. Yeah, if it rains, it's gonna get wet, but you have to water and fertilize container crops, or you have to put good soil in there, and then you have to fertilize after a while because the roots, they just take over and they run out of room, and you just have to keep on feeding it nutrients. Ground, they tap in. They tap, tap, tap in. So let's get to it. Let's plant the rest of these. 4, 5. Just one more. 6. So, you ever see two people who were so close together and then they started competing against each other and it made both of them weak? Well, people are like that and plants are like that. So let's try to get these two separated. There's enough on this earth for everyone to get some. Everyone. Just because somebody has a little bit of light, it's not going to dim yours. You just keep on going. It's not going to dim yours unless you compete against each other. See how weak these things are going to get? Because they're competing. Why? You don't need to compete. Just do what you do. Do what you do. There's enough on the table. There's enough on this earth for everybody. Compete with yourself. See? It looks like they have more, but some of these roots, this one gave some of its roots, but it's going to have a better life because it's not competing anymore. So, learn from a plant. Don't compete with nobody. Unless you're in a race or something fun, but don't be that nasty kind of compete. Compete with yourself. See how strong he's standing right now? All right, let's get to it. That's one down. Uh-oh, ants. Let me bring it closer. Come on in, ease on down, ease on down. The row. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down, down the road. I don't know. What are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who? That is not a ground cherry. Let me get a ground cherry. Miscombobulated. This is something else. Turn you around. Turn around. There's 3 of them in here. See that? So we're gonna separate them out the best we can. Try to give the little ones some roots. That's one. Just because it's small doesn't mean it ain't gonna thrive. Sometimes the smallest babies turn out to be the biggest people. You'd be like, oh my God, he was so tiny, he was a preemie. And now he's 6'5", bigger than everybody else in the house. Do not underestimate plants or people or animals or anything. What they start out to be, just like callaloo. Callaloo is huge, a huge plant. It started out small as a mustard seed. You never believed that seed produced that plant. So, give it a chance. Let's give it a chance to thrive. I know that this stuff is rocky right now. I'm gonna water it in. Don't worry, not to worry. I got this. Just keep on trying, keep on moving. They say shoot for the stars. When you look around, you'll be in the sky. That's what I'm gonna do. These plants. Come on, baby. You'll be all right. I just need the roots for this little one. There we go. Turn this upside down. I don't want these grass or weeds or whatever this stuff is to grow. Move that to the side. y'all see me? Oh, let me turn around. Turn around. Here we go. Oh, no, 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 no. All right, this is the last one for in-ground. Ah, man, I don't want to plant this one. I know what I'll do. I have 2 left that I'm going to put in containers. So I put most of them in the ground, apparently. Shoot. Here we are. Time to water them in. Walking over here. So I planted most of them. I counted some that weren't actually there, but there are just 2 left here to be put in a container. We'll do that in a second. But first I'm gonna water these in. Those 2 should be fine. They'll go into a little bit of shock because I did disturb them, pulled them out a little bit, but they should be fine. They're gonna have the best soil initially. They're gonna have the best of the life, but then they're gonna be reliant on me to continue to give them nutrients and water them. So here we go. We're watering these things in. So I was talking about competition with you guys. So, you know, there are people who like to see people compete against each other, like football and baseball, but that's fun. There's an evil kind of competition out there also that you have to watch out for. And normally it's instigated by people who have nothing to lose. They just want to enjoy the fight. I remember when we were in school, they used to have people all riled up to fight, and instigate and fight. And the only people who seemed to get hurt were those 2 or 3 or whatever people who were fighting, who were actually doing the physical fighting or the mental fighting. It takes too much work. You're better off working together. And you know, God is watching whoever is doing that kind of stuff. He knows your heart. He knows who you are. You have evil intentions and you enjoy that kind of entertainment where people don't know that you're actually the one shaking the ant jar. So there's a theory. You put ants into a jar, right? And then you shake it up and they attack each other because they think that one, you know, the other one is the one doing it or they fall on top of each other and is a disturbance. But instead of going and looking for the person or the thing that is actually creating the disturbance, they go after each other and kill each other. While the other one, the one who's shaking the jar, is entertained. But I told you God is watching, right? You don't get away with nothing on this earth, even though you may think you are. So I try not to be around people who do stuff like that, who enjoy other people's misery. It's not good. It's not good to be around them because their karma, when karma hits them, you might be around and you don't want to be there. And you start seeing they're always, you know, some people be like, oh, why me? Why me? Why is all this bad stuff all of a sudden happen to me? Well, God is watching. God is watching you. When you think you're getting away with something, you're not. He knows your heart. Now, if you unintentionally do something, okay, that's different. But when you strategize and try to bring other people down, That's a whole new different kind of rules that you're falling into. And everybody pays for what they do. I've done some bad things, and man, when it comes around bad. It comes around, and you think to yourself, "Oh my God, when is this gonna stop?" No, God's gonna let you know when it's gonna stop. It's not good. So try to be good to one another. Don't shake the jar. Friendly competition is always good. But jealousy, when it comes to jealousy, envy, and just think some of the things, some people just think that evil is the way to go. I had someone tell me that he worked for the devil, basically. And I listened to him. I let the conversation end. I didn't correct him. I didn't do anything. I guess he was looking for an argument or for a rebuttal. I didn't say anything because he already doomed himself. So why would I try to change his mind? He had already made his mind up. This is a grown man. So I blocked him. He don't call me no more. I was so pleasant. I was like, okay, well, okay. I didn't say a word, not a peep. Not a peep came out of me because I ain't trying to get into no fight with somebody like that. You decided that you already wanted to work for the other side. There's nothing. I'm not trying to change. I'm not trying to get into that fight with that demon. Mm-mm. Only God can help him. I believe in God, but I am not an evangelist. And some people, it's gonna take more than me. I know where my where my strengths are, and that's not one of them. So let's get this thing in the ground. Let's get these babies watered in, and then we're gonna pat them down. Try to get them real seated in this soil. All right, enough is enough. I can go on. Well, they better go on. They're gonna go on. So let's do this. Put my little foot on it. Get them seated. I'm not stepping using full force foot. I'm not using foot full force. I'm just tamping it in. Tamping it in. I'm not trying to crush the roots. Just making sure they're seated. There's no air bubbles. Same thing I'm doing with canning. Making sure that they are seated. I don't feel like bending down. That's the truth. Do not use the full force of your foot though. Extra light. Just get them in there. Get them comfortable. There we go. We got a couple more to go. And the sun came out, and I could feel the rays coming in. Thank God. Thank you, God, for giving me time to get these in here. Time to get them in. Oh, man. I love when a plan comes together, when I can get something in the ground and something done before it's time. I almost got distracted this morning. I almost got distracted, and I was like, well, maybe I could watch 5 more seconds, 5 more minutes, and it'll be fine. Some told me, girl, you get out there right now. You know these seedlings need to be in the ground. It's already hot out there. Well, it wasn't hot. It was just about 80 something degrees. It's already hot, getting hot, and you just make sure that they're in the ground before the real heat sets in. So we're done. The ground cherries, you go back so you can see the ground cherries are in. So they go from, wow, they go all the way around this Texas lilac. Let's take a looksy. So they end here, right here, where my finger is, underneath this branch. And they go all the way around the crepe myrtle to the end, right over here. So I got 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of them in. 11 must be my number. I keep on doing 11 jars or something. 11, 11, 11. So I don't know. Tell me what that means, all right? Let's go to the other side. Okay, so we're over here. Oh, gosh, let me sit down. Okay, so we're over here. Let me move my junk out the way. We have our last 2 ground cherries. I'm gonna put them in these buckets. They're not buckets, these are garbage cans from the Dollar Tree I bought last year. So we're gonna put some dirt in there and we're gonna plant these last 2 ground cherries. Here I have some more dirt. I did have some dirt over there from some plants that didn't make it, but I'm afraid they're full of roly-poly, so I'm gonna put those in a tote and I'll use that next year. Right now I'm just gonna use the good stuff, the new stuff. That's 1 bucket filled. On to the next. Okay, we have 2 buckets here. I'm gonna go and get some water and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm pre-watering this because I don't want to have to water it. I'm gonna water it after, but I want to get this thing saturated prior to putting the plants in. I'm breaking it up a little bit. Make sure there's a hole in this one. Why is it not draining? For some reason that bucket is not draining. Let me get another one. I need a bigger hole, a bigger bucket hole. This bucket seems like it's sturdier. See that it's not draining. Oh, let me do that. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. See, there's a hole there, but it wasn't draining. Weird. Let's see if it's draining now. It's not. Weird. Need to put some more soil in here. So I pulled these 2 ground cherries out Look at them. They're really, really close together. So I'm trying to separate them the best I can. Try to get some roots in both. There we go. Separate it so they're not competing with one another. Put this one here. And I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to backfill it with dirt. One feels like an undone cake. I put too much water in here, but it'll be fine. Press down. What is that song? Press down, shake it together, and running over. Blessings. Here we are. Our ground cherries are in. I got quite a mess to clean up. I had some stuff blow over the other day. So the ground cherries are in. They're in their pots. I'll just wait for this stuff to subside and I'll put it on the ground or put it somewhere safe where it can thrive. This is Jamaica 5288 and this is my video on planting ground cherries in the ground, in the garden, and in containers. Thank you for watching and you all stay blessed. I'll see you. Bye.